They're off and running. They came out in a fair line with Mighty Quinn dropping out and with no speed at all, and the rider looked to be in a bit of trouble as the Anxiety Attack. It's dropped out 4 lengths behind them, and one of the first out, Nightly Sword with Sir Boom, and going forward on the inside, Sailor's Courage from Napier Street, and Stormy Jim is out wider as Nightly Sword rolls to the front down the back. Moved a length and a half to Stormy Jim, and Sir Boom now third from Napier Street, and Go With The Flow's up close today now fourth. Then Sailor's Courage, The Barded Bride and Mighty Quinn. Cotton on Flyer, Idiardi from Video Fan. Anxiety Attack 3 out. A length and a half Sinclair on the outside of it. Then came the grey Sunny Glow, and 2 last of all Tar Bob. Go With The Flow has now moved to the front along the back and moved 2 lengths to Stormy Jim. A length further back, Nightly Sword third. Fourth to the outside, Sir Boom. 1 Napier Street from Sailor's Courage, The Barded Bride. Mighty Quinn and Anxiety Attack 4 out. 2 lengths further back, Cotton on Flyer from Idiardi, Video Fan, Sinclair. Sunny Glow and 2 last of all Tar Bob. Down the hill, Go With The Flow and a new roller, half in front of Stormy Jim. 2 to Sir Boom, travelling well third on the outside of Nightly Sword fourth. 1 The Barded Bride, Anxiety Attack deep around Napier Street. Then Sailor's Courage, Mighty Quinn and Cotton on Fly to the rail. Turning for home, Go With The Flow with Stormy Jim quickly going up, and the rider looking over his shoulder. Stormy Jim took the lead from Go With The Flow. 2 lengths then Sir Boom from back behind them, Nightly Sword and Cotton on Flyer. Got up on the fence from Sinclair. Stormy Jim in front down to the 250, Cotton on Flyer. Finishing hard back on the inside. Stormy Jim about a length in front from Cotton on Flyer. They're clear of Nightly Sword, The Barded Bride, but Stormy Jim is doing well. Getting away, and he'll break away and win 2 or 3 lengths. Nightly Sword came back to grab second, and The Barded Bride got third just in front of Sir Boom. Cotton on Flyer back to the rail, couldn't go on. Then Mighty Quinn, and further back in the race, Anxiety Attack. Behind those would have been Sunny Glow. Go With The Flow dropped out from Video Fan, Sinclair, Tar Bob. Sailor's Courage with Napier Street and Idiardi.
3 Stormy Jim, 12.50, 3.70. 8 Nightly Sword at 3.10. 10 The Barded Bride at 2.10.
Gold Coast.
On the Super Tab, 3 Stormy Jim, $14 and 4.28. Nightly Sword, 2.80. 10 should get third. The Barded Bride, 1.90. Treble, 5.73. Should pay $1,417.80.
Number 12 has got third. Number 12, Cotton on Flyer, back on the inside third. Yeah, 12 has got third, back on the inside. Just ahead of The Barded Bride. Looks as though those horses in the centre had grabbed that horse on the rail. 3, 8 and 12. 3, 8, 12. 3, 8, 12 here.
All right, more from Melbourne shortly.
Triple SFM. Okay, deceptive angle there. 12 for third. Cotton on Flyer to pay $2.70. Totes.
Kero came out of the gate quickly. Gigi Star's going to try and kick through and hold Kero. At the moment they're almost a length clear of Looks Like a Franco as Kero goes to the top end now, heads off Gigi Star, who just went a little roughly but recovered quickly. Looks Like a Franco up to third now, the outside of Gigi Star. Kentucky Dreamer got away quickly, and then Decker D. First starter, she's in the running line over Fake Woman. Scoot on third last, Mobile Pastime from the wide draw is back to last outside of Golden Beach. Well, Kero wanted to lead and comes down the front straight in, clear in front over second Gigi Star, who's off the pegs now to race without cover. Kentucky Dreamer on the leader's back and Looks Like a Franco 1-1. Scoot On is taking off early in the race. David Royal sending the filly forward. Behind them, Fake Woman on the peg line being trailed by Golden Beach. Well back now is Decker D, shuffle back to second last. And Mobile Pastime is the last runner. A lap and 3/4 out now on the Verback, Glenmire Oaks. And Kero showing the way. She's calling the shots over Scoot On getting to second now. Kentucky Dreamer is third, the leader's back, and now Gigi Star gets some cover. Looks Like a Franco on the back of Gigi Star. Fake Woman the peg line. Trail forward by Golden Beach. Second last is Decker D, and last of them Mobile Pastime. Running out of the straight, turning to the side of the course. 33.4 the quarter, and 1100 from home in the Oaks now. Kero is showing the way, narrowly over.
They're away.
Showing the way, narrowly over Scoot On second. Kentucky Dreamer, the leaders back as they wheel for the judge. Gigi Star's had cover now for the last 1,000 metres. On her back, Looks Like a Franco right up on the steel. Fake Woman buried away. Well back, Decker D, Golden Beach and Mobile Pastime will have to make a run. She's last, 32.2 with a lap to go now. And Kero's led them every step of the journey and has had a comfortable run in front. Sitting up second, Scoot On, travels well in the death. Kentucky Dreamer third, Gidgee Star, well placed, 1-1. Looks like a Franco still keen, pulling the outside of Fake Woman. Moving 3 wide on the track, Mobile Pastime, Decker D and Golden Beach. But between the far turns, a quarter from home now. And Kiro still held together. 2 metres, the good of Scoot On, who's felt 4, not finding a lot. Gidgee Star out, 3 wide is running on. Wider out, looks like a Franco coming into it. Then Mobile Pastime, beaten Kentucky Dreamer. 31 seconds though off the back. And Kiro leads only a metre with Gidgee Star and looks like a Franco closing the margin. Behind them, next Fake Woman, out wide Mobile Pastime. In the straight, Kiro headed off by Gidgee Star. Looks like a Franco running on, and so's Fake Woman. But Gidgee Star, she's got the Oaks parcelled. Gidgee Star 2 metres in front of looks like a Franco. Kiro will run third, then Fake Woman. Mobile Pastime, Decker D, weakening Scoot On, and one of the last, Golden Beach. Kentucky Dreamer failed to complete the course.
More from David shortly after the Oaks. Race 6 at Rose Hill coming up at 3:08. 1 Eyes to Spy, 4:70, 1:72. Just Like Crystal, 10 to 80. 3 Basics, Late Marley Tway, 11, 3:10. 4 Patu, 4.
Italy Queen Buzz goes out the back, and Pearl, the favourite, is the early leader. Flying Celebrity is second. Patu travels third, and then on the outside, Pipe the Side, closely attended by Basics. And then Blue Butterfly, followed by Rivatar. 2 lengths, Eyes to Spy, a length and a half, Just Like Crystal, 1 Queen Buzz. As they race down towards the 800, and the leader is Pipe the Side clearly now, length and 3/4 on Pearl. Third, Flying Celebrity. Patu fourth. Basics wide fifth, and then comes Rivatar. Blue Butterfly, followed by Eyes to Spy. Just Like Crystal just shading Eyes to Spy on her inside, and 3 wide is Queen Buzz. 600 metres left to go, and Pipe the Side a half length on the heavily back Pearl. Basics wide third, Flying Celebrity the inside from Patu. Then Rivatar, Blue Butterfly, followed by Just Like Crystal. Eyes to Spy and Queen Buzz, they're homeward bound, and Pearl raced up to almost join Pipe the Side. A length and a half to Basics. Flying Celebrities into the clear, and then Rivatar, Blue Butterfly and Patu. Pearl put the nose in front of Pipe the Side, having a struggle to get away from it, and on the outside, Flying Celebrity coming home well, and Eyes to Spy's motoring down the outside. Eyes to Spy after Flying Celebrity. Will she get up? Yep, she did it. Oh, what a finisher she is. Eyes to Spy, I reckon, a nostril to Flying Celebrity, and Just Like Crystal third. Then Patu, followed by Pipe the Side. Rivatar, Pearl stopped to a walk from Basics, Queen Buzz, and last Blue Butterfly. Can't she fly? Eyes to Spy. Photo.
Okay, photo there. 1 Eyes to Spy, 4:20, 1:60. Over 6 Flying Celebrity, 1:80. And we'll stand by for third.
The Spy will get there, number 1, at 4:20 and 1:60, I'd say. Yep, she's won it. There's the official print for those of you on track, and for those watching at home on telly or in the pubs and the clubs and the tabs. Number 1 is first, Eyes to Spy, Hugh Bowman, 4:20 and 1:60. Number 6 is second, Flying Celebrity, Jimmy Cassidy, has paid 1.90. Number 2 is third, Just Like Crystal, ridden by Lenny Beasley, at $2.70.
Super tab for 2, Just Like Crystal, $2.80, and the daily double on the Act tab, 11 and 1, should return $41.50. Back to Ian.
Eyes to Spy. Great credit to a trainer, Peter Domkins. He's done an outstanding job with this horse, particularly by Spectacular Spy from Hoyte. She's a brown mare, a 5-year-old, raced by A.E. La Rosa and J.E. Sally, ridden by Hugh Bowman. She's had 41 starts for 9 wins, 11 seconds and 8 thirds. And today's prize money of $25,160 will take her just into the $200,000 prize money mark. So she's been a very, very valuable racing proposition, and she'll be a very valuable brood mare when her racing days are over. And can't she finish? 1, 6 and 2 on race 6, clocked in 1:11.68. And
Spring Hill Express a little bit slow. Spring Hill Express a little bit slow to jump out, and Chow Baby, one of the first out with Fleischer and Chippy's daughter. Away quickly Mazaire from the outside from Costella. Little Miss Echo and Impulsive pushing up on the inside from Sakinthos Girl. Guasu, Paris next, Spring Hill Express, and last of all is Robley Lass along the back. Fleischer in front. Mazaire's taken it on though, and Mazaire moved up on the outside of Fleischer. A length and a half. Chow Baby back to third in the box seat. 1.5. Costella fourth on the outside of it. Chippy's daughter fifth. 2 lengths further back. Impulsive. Little Miss Echo outside. outside it, and 3 deep is Sakinthos Girl. 1.5 Aguasu. A length Paris next, followed further back by Spring Hill Express. And last of all, Robley Lass. 800 out. Pace has been nice and keen. Mazaire leads out 1.5 to Fleischer. 3/4 the outside now is Chow Baby. Costello went up 4th. 5th the outside of it, Chippy's Daughter. 1.5 Impulsive. Then Little Miss Echo before the turn from Aguasu. Sakinthos Girl is out deep. 2 to Paris next. Spring Hill Express and Robley Lass. Chow Baby going up with Fleischer to the leader, Mazaire. 1.5 Chippy's Daughter and Costello the fence when they turn. Chow Baby out in the middle after Fleischer. Mazaire and Costello back on the inside. A gap then Chippy's Daughter. Fleischer in the centre being tackled by Chow Baby. Chow Baby moved up and Mazaire about 1/2 in front. Chow Baby coming at it seriously now. Chow Baby's got to Mazaire with 100 to go. They're clear of Chippy's Daughter, and Chow Baby got 1/2 in front, drawing clear. Chow Baby, a touch of class, wins nearly a length. In fact, draws away 1.5 to Mazaire. 3 away, 3rd is Chippy's Daughter. 4th, Costello, and a gap Fleischer, Spring Hill Express, Aguasu Impulsive. Then further back, Sakinthos Girl, Robley Lass, Little Miss Echo, and Paris next near the tail.
One Chow Baby, $342. 5 Mozaire at $370. 2 Chippy's Daughter, $190.
Now about to move in for race 3, Belmont.
1 Chow Baby in Melbourne, 330, 180. 5 Mozaire to return a place dividend of $340, and 2 Chippy's Daughter, $2 even. Should be 152 there after race number 6 on the program at Sandown today.
Silky Pockets away quickly. Is trying to head off. He's Deadly Serious, who showed gate speed. Wider out, Stylish Steve comes away quickly as well. Silky Pockets eventually work round. He's Deadly Serious, who's going to drop onto the leader's back. Waitaki Warrior, not a lot of speed from the 1. From the pole position, he'll end up 3 back the inside. Getting through Frenzied Fantasy into a reasonable spot. Out wider, Stylish Steve, even wider, Toyrado. Behind them, Classic Pastime. Back to the inside goes Jody Babe, My Night, and All Proof. From the wide draw goes back to last. A few runs coming at the mile mark where Silky Pockets just had to be hustled up a little bit to hold Toyrado. He moves to second now outside of He's Deadly Serious, who's behind the leader, and Stylish Steve in the wash-up 1-1. Waitaki Warrior 3 back the marker lines. Frenzied Fantasy in the running line. JD Bay back to the inside. Next is Classic Pastime. All Proof is second last the inside of My Night. That's the order in the Canberra Derby. A lap and a half out now, and Silky Pockets, after just a little bit of hurry up, gets it easily enough. He shows the way by 4 metres. He's another move as Classic Pastime, not happy with the speed, moves up to the leader's wheel now. Still He's Deadly Serious is behind the leader, and Toyrado 1-1. Waitaki Warrior midfield, the inside of Stylish Steve. Well back now, Frenzied Fantasy, shuffle back to third last. JD Babe, All Proof in the running line, but last on the outside of My Night. Rounding the turn, 900 out now. Silky Pocket shows the way. The quarter in 33.5, so he's had it easy in the mid stages. Up to second, the outside is Classic Pastime. Third behind the leader, He's Deadly Serious. Toyrado 1-1. Waitaki Warrior inside of Stylish Steve. Jody Babe and Frenzied Fantasy next. Frenzied Fantasy moving at the bell. Last pair, All Proof, who's trying to track onto the back of Frenzied Fantasy. My Night last. They've left the judge behind. 31.6 second quarter, and Silky Pockets held together, leads by 3 metres to Classic Pastime, urged to go quicker. He's Deadly Serious behind the leader. Toyrado giving up, and behind them Waitaki Warrior, Frenzied Fantasy wide. On his back, All Proof, and well back Jody Babe, Stylish Steve, but about to run out of the back in 30.2, and Silky Pockets bolting in front. 4 metres to the good of He's Deadly Serious, trying to get clear. Trying to wind up out wide is All Proof, and then Frenzied Fantasy, but before the corner, and Silky Pockets, given some more rain, gets out 5 metres to the good now of He's Deadly Serious into the clear. Running on Waitaki Warrior along the pegs, nothing else a chance but Silky Pockets revved up as the Derby Postle, getting to second Waitaki Warrior. He's Deadly Serious third, but Silky Pockets wins it easily enough over Waitaki Warrior, just getting warmed up when the post arrived. He's Deadly Serious every chance third. Classic Pastime a fair run over Frenzied Fantasy. All Proof, then Jody Babe, Toyrado, My Night, and Stylish Steve, the last home in the Cop Price Canberra Derby.
From Dave shortly, said Adelaide.
Coming in again, but still sunny conditions overhead in the main.
They're off this time, and a pretty even break too. Huge Jet, Blazing Flight bounced out in front with Blazing Flight leading, Monet's Cove chasing. Huge Jet back to third, the inside Eastern Stars fourth, then Top Weekend, Radical Less. Followed a length further away by the favourite Regal Zero, then Catapult. A good margin of 2 or 3 lengths then coming on the inside. Green Waters over South Bend, and 4 lengths to El Zabana. They head along towards the 1,000 marker, and Blazing Flight leads a half. Monet's Cove 4 lengths away third, Huge Jet on the inside of Eastern Star. Then comes Radical Lass around Top Weekend. Radical Lass being 3 wide. Top Weekend's in the middle, and Regal Zero on the inside. Then Catapult, followed by Green Waters, South Bend and El Zabana. They're slowing a little, coming onto the side, and Blazing Flight from Monet's Cove, Eastern Star, Huge Jet, and then Radical Lass wide out from Top Weekend. Regal Zero cluttered away from Catapult, and then El Zabana, Green Waters and South Bend is last. In the Southern Cross, they've got 500 to go, and Blazing Flight again quickens up. Huey Bowman swings the bend on Blazing Flight, about 2 lengths. Huge Jet, Monet's Cove, a length the Regal Zero looking for the run through. Eastern Star is next. Green Waters going up on the rails, and then Top Weekend. There's a run for Regal Zero now, but Huge Jet hits the front. Second posse is Regal Zero from Green Waters emerging, and then South Bend likewise. Here's a go. Green Waters grab Huge Jet. South Bend the outside. Regal Zero. South Bend after Green Waters. Green Waters, South Bend. Oh, a little between Green Waters, the inside, and South Bend. Regal Zero's run third from Huge Jet. Catapult made up many lengths. Then Top Weekend followed by Blazing Flight, weakening from Eastern Star, El Zabana. Monet's Cove in company with Radical Lass the last 2. Another photo.
Possibly 8 Green Waters, 22.20, 480, or number 4 South Bend, 11.52.90, 9 Regal Zero for third, 130.
Aaron Kennedy, they're the 2 in the photo. And let's have a look at this freeze. Oh, very close finish, but number 4 South Bend's got up in time. Number 4 South Bend's got up in time to win, ridden by Aaron Kennedy by a whisker. Number 4 South Bend showing $10.40 for the win and $2.80 for the place. Number 8 Green Waters, ridden by Mitch Newman on the inside, $4.40. And number 9, Regal Zero, written by Corey Brown, third, has paid $1.40. It's 4.89. And the winner, South Bend, trained by Bobby Thompson for Mr. R.S. Hastings by Integra. The sire of Intergaze from the Sadapa mare Looker, the winner of 4-year-old Chestnut Gelding. 5 wins, 5 seconds and 5 thirds from 31 starts. 1:30.23 the time, 35.20 was the last 600 metres. The Quinella has returned $100.60, exacta of $185.90, and the trifecta $927.60. The 1 and 4 daily double, $46.20.
Tempo the grey, all set.
Set for the anniversary. Racing at the 1200, My Star dropped out and Aussie Dapper settled second last. Final Tempo was the first to bounce out. The grey leads the Tasmanian All Sand going up to second in the green colours. Final Way settles down a length off those third, and then on the straight fourth on the rail from Bay Shunk to Southlands. About a half length, Another Excuse, middle of the field on the rail to Ruling Regent, and they're followed then by Hot Touch. A length behind it, Bluestone, Aussie Dapper and My Stars last as they came off the back. And here All Sand shot to the lead and led by 3 lengths to Final Tempo, 2 lengths to Final Way. On the straight on the fence in fourth placing, and Beijunk a neck behind it. 2 lengths further back, Southlands outside, Another Excuse. Then came Hot Touch, Ruling Regent, Aussie Dapper, Bluestone and My Star as they corner. They've run along now, and it's All Sand, a narrow leader. Final Tempo moved up quickly on the outside to have a go at him, but the Tassie horse railed beautifully and leads by 2 lengths. All Sand now from Final Tempo. On the straight against the rail, Final Way under the whip, and then Beijunk. Now Final Tempo starts to move up at the 200 to go to the lead from All Sand. It's Final Tempo from All Sand on the straight, starting to lift. Final Tempo in front. He's just the leader. He's tied. All Sand kicks back. All Sand regains the lead, and All Sand's got up and won it from Final Tempo, who wilted on his run on the straight third. And behind those were Final Way, Beijunk and then Southlands. A gap behind those horses to Ruling Regent and Aussie Dapper, and they were trailed by My Star, who's finished back there with Another Excuse, trailed in by Hot Touch, and last to finish was Bluestone. Well, he's a courageous little sprinter, there's no doubt about that. He's done this in Tasmania before, been headed and come back, and he's done it here again. Final Tempo got to him with about 200 to go, but he's fought back tremendously to make it 6 in a row now. All Sand, ridden by Adrian Patterson, who's been winning a lot of races in Tassie of late. It's his first ride up here, and it's another Tasmanian victory, adding to Lake Thor's winning performance in the Australian steeplechase. Second Final Tempo, ridden by Luke Nolan, and third On the Straight, ridden by Darren Gauci, 5-1 and 8, and the time 1:13.8. Well, he's a tough little competitor. He's been in work since January, and that's his 6th win in a row, and his first here, of course. He's a good little sprinter who's obviously been very well placed right through his career.
Okay, 5, 1 and 8. So there are the numbers there after race 7 at Sandown. Good win, fighting back All Sand to snatch victory right on the line. 5, 1, 8. Belmont.
They're off in the Gaypack Mandarins, and the best out was Lightyear, commencing very quickly. Perfect Flight. Greenhouse Express is racing up between the 2 leaders, followed closely on the outside by Yallaroy. And then comes Silver Wave strolling home, and not far back is Mighty Dane, a length the Dynamited Wave Runner, then Amareb Susika, and 3 lengths to Zamigo past the 1100, and Perfect Flight is being taken on and headed by Yallaroy. Lightyear third, Greenhouse Express fourth, then the grey Silver Waves, followed by strolling home Mighty Dane, a length and a half Amareb Dynamited. Wave Runners out 3 deep, Susika next to last, and 2 lengths Amigo. They swing onto the side and they're nearing the 800 marker, and Perfect Flight leads clearly now from Yallaroy. Then Greenhouse Express, Lightyear, a little more than a length. The strolling home on the inside of Silver Waves from Amareb, Mighty Dane, Wave Runner. Further back is Susika on the inside of Dynamited, and still 3 lengths to Zamigo. Not a lot of change past the 600, and Perfect Flight making play from Yallaroy. Third posse is Lightyear, Greenhouse Express the inner, and then comes strolling home, closely followed by Silver Waves, Mighty Dane, Amareb, Susika, Dynamited, Wave Runner, and Zamigo setting sail for the judge, and Perfect Flight. Jimmy Cassidy going for home on the mare. She's a length and a half clear. Lightyear is setting out after her, followed by Greenhouse Express, Yallaroy, Silver Waves, and then Zamigo, but Perfect Flight is still in front. Jimmy Cassidy riding for dear life. Greenhouse Express and Zamigo jumping out of the ground. Perfect Flight still in front, and yep, it's won. Perfect Flight from either battling on Greenhouse Express and Zamigo wider out. Great finish, followed by Mighty Dane strolling home. A break then to Yallaroy, and then came Lightyear, Amareb, followed up by Silver Waves. Dynamited, never a threat. Susika second last, and pulling up very quickly, Wave Runner.
From the Super Tab, number 7, Perfect Flight, 11.20, 2.90. For Greenhouse Express, 1.73. Zamigo, 5.80. That sub at the Gold Coast for the 7th is 7 Fair Pay.
Inside, Greenhouse Express came at it. So too did Zamigo, but the Jimmy Cassidy ride, Perfect Flight, arriving at $11 and maybe a few extra cents, and on the place tote has paid $3.10. There's the number. Number 7, Perfect Flight first, Jimmy Cassidy. Number 3 is second, wide out, and that is Amigo, ridden by Kevin Moses, and it has paid $5.30. Number 4, Greenhouse Express, ridden by Brian York, has paid $1.80. Quinella, 119.10, exacta $267.30, and the trifecta, $1,026.20. Perfect Flight, ridden by Jim Cassidy for Warwick Farm trainer Gregory Hickman, owned by G.D. and Mrs. E.J. Hickman, Miss S. Wilmington and R.J. Granger, by Proud Knight from Chasqui, of Baymere, a 4-year-old, and scoring in 1:31.67, 35.62 the sectional time. So the last event going to Jimmy Cassidy, and that's a winning double for Jim. He won earlier on number 2, Destina, in race 2. Of the others, Lightyear forced to cover ground from the alley, but he can take nothing away from the mare. She did all the bullocking work, Perfect Flight, and still too good. Here are totes. Number 7, the winner, Perfect Flight, 11.70 and 3.10. Number 3, second, Zamigo, loomed up, looked at a likely winner, about 100 to go, 5.30. And number 4, third, and that's Greenhouse Express, 1.80. Quinella, 119.10. Exacta, 267.30. Trifecta, 1,026.20. The Superfecta, not one on 7.34, 14.18. 7.34, 14.18. And the margins to come, here they are, a long head and nose. Great finish, long head and nose, 130-167. Winners today have been Culnura, La Destina, Capitalism, Zabwatch, Romano, Eyes to Spy, South Bend and Perfect Flight. I'll send other news down the line on the last. That wraps it up.
50 million.
Off and running. Joshua's Pride has jumped away okay. Beat out Serendipity. Our Missouri began okay. Gold Valley the Grey showing speed with Blue Music. Going fast out in the middle here is Wendigo up towards the front. Behind them Atomic Man. Masked Dancer is sticking near the inside of Happy Summer. When they settle into stride, Gold Valley out in the centre, the Grey from Wendigo, and further out Our Missouri. Behind those Masked Dancer, the red cap up on the inside. Railing up from Blue Music, Joshua's Pride, then Happy Summer. Further back Satirical Miss. Well back Atomic Man coming to the turn. And Pearl Peru is out towards the back, followed by Garçon Bleu and Serendipity. Into the straight they race now. Masked Dancer up on the inside after Wendigo. Gold Valley a length away the outside, 2 to Blue Music, Satirical Miss, and then Our Missouri. Joshua's Pride a mile off them over on the inside. Masked Dancer got up to Gold Valley, and Satirical Miss is railing home, and Garçon Bleu from a mile back. Masked Dancer in front, Satirical Miss up on the inside, and Gold Valley in the middle. Gold Valley and Satirical Miss late through. Garçon Bleu, Satirical Miss, Garçon Bleu, Garçon Bleu. Garçon Bleu's beaten Satirical Miss and Gold Valley out wide. Oh, what a go on the last. Behind them, Atomic Man. Then Joshua's Pride, and further back is Happy Summer. Masked Dancer just weakened from Our Missouri. Then Blue Music. Further back than Wendigo showed good speed from Pearl Peru. And Serendipity is last of all.
4 Garçon Bleu, 840-260, 9 Satirical Miss at 370, and 5 Gold Valley, 370.
On the Super Tab number 4, Garçon Bleu, 890-230, 9 Satirical Miss, 350, 5 Gold Valley, 340.
Number 4 from number 9, Satirical Miss. And third goes to number 5, Gold Valley, 4-9 and 5. 4-9-5. 4-9-5 in the last and 59.3. Well, it couldn't keep up with the pace out in front. Garçon Bleu, it was back second to last on the home turn. Satirical Miss was a long way back. It railed up on the inside where Masked Dancer had gone, Satirical Miss. Gold Valley again claimed the lead out at about the 150-metre mark, the Grey out in the middle, and then Satirical Miss grabbed it. Then in turn, Garçon Bleu has got through the field and has got up to win.
And the totes, 495 Garçon Bleu, 840-260. 9 Satirical Miss, $3.70. 5 Gold Valley, $3.70. The Quinella, $65.80. Exacta, $110. The 495 Trifecta, $892.70. The Daily Double.